it's holding this uptrend. So that was Confluence for me today. The VWAP above VWAP, breaking out of this opening range, and that's a great way to start looking at the market so that you have a plan for both sides of the market. Now, if we would have had confirmation that it broke down out of this box, then that's a major sell-off. Why? Because we came down, we went sideways, and then the new down move was confirmed because on the daily it didn't hold the 9 EMA, on the hour it didn't hold this channel, and we're breaking out of this box on the hour, including this opening range. So those are 4 or 5 confluences that you have already towards your bias, right? What's up, everybody? I hope you took advantage of the market today. We had that bounce. We had that bounce in the direction of the order flow that we were looking for. Now remember, there's always an if-then situation. So you need to know how to plan for both sides of the market and know that you put more money towards the direction where the order flow is going. So what does that mean? That means that if there's more buying than selling, when you're buying, you should be putting more money towards the buying than the selling, right? And then the if-then situation, super important. So that means that you map out basically both sides of the market. If this happens, then I'm going to do that. If this happens, then I'm going to do that. But you have to have the structure in order to get in and out of trades. We're going to have a brief look on how to position yourself to prepare yourself for both sides of the market, okay? So we're going to take a look at the SPY. We always start with the SPY because that's what most people trade, and we're going to take a look. All right, so we're always going to start out with the SPY. Right here we have the weekly, and as you can see in 2021, we had this amazing uptrend. 2022 was downtrend. It caught people by surprise. If you don't understand higher highs and higher lows and downtrends and when to actually see the primary trend, secondary trend, and minor trends, then you're not going to understand what side of the market you should be biased towards, right? So now we have this weekly chart here. We have this 2022 downtrend, and then in 2023, we finally broke out of that downtrend, right? So if we zoom in here, we have a low, then we made this high, right? In this yellow circle. Then we made a lower swing low, right? And that swing low was higher than the previous. So now we know those are clues that we're starting to get into an uptrend, right? So we had this stop here. It didn't make a new lower low and made a lower high. So we broke out in 2022 right here. And then we made a higher swing high also. Now we have this higher swing low right here, right? If I highlight this, you can immediately see that this is higher than the previous circle. So we're expecting a breakout here so that we can have the next swing high. So if you look at this daily chart over here, we had this little channel, right? From the uptrend that's been going on in 2023. So we've been bouncing around up, down, right? Now we're in a position where we are above the 50 period moving average, as I called in the last video here. So what we wanted to see was a continuation. We got that, right? So the market's been bullish for basically 1, 2, 3, 4 days. So it had to take a break. We had these 2 days here of break, right? Then we have this channel over here that you can see. In this hour chart on the right, you can clearly see it depicted, this channel here, right? So what are we looking for next? So now, when we came into the market this morning, I was looking for 2 days of selling, and then you have the 9 period moving average here in the red. So I wanted to see a bounce around this area, right? So when the market opens, you have to know both sides of the market. What am I going to do if this happens, and what am I going to do if that happens, right? Where is the money being allocated? Is it more selling than buying, or more buying than selling? So you need to map out both sides of the market so that you know where to allocate your money. If you're going against the major trend, then you know that you need to put less money towards that position. Why? Because at any given moment, the people who are in control of direction is going to come in and take over that direction. So when we look at these charts here, you're looking at higher swing highs and higher swing lows. So that means that we're bullish, right? We have 3 weeks of buying over here, and now we're up against this resistance of 412, right? We saw that we sold off there, but now the 9 EMA is holding as support. That's important, right? So because it's maintaining this uptrend that you see here in this channel in the 1 hour chart. So you have 2 days of selling, came to the bottom of this channel, right? Now you see the downtrend here. I have my box drawn out, and today we broke out of the box. So tomorrow we'll probably see a retest of this box at 408, and then once we're above 409, that's going to confirm the next bullish move, right? So then we can see a next bullish move until we get this next swing high on the weekly chart, right? Which will probably be around this 423, 424 area, right? So hopefully we get that bullish momentum into that direction. So now, how do you approach the market in if-then situations? So we've been selling off for 2 days, right? I'm going to zoom out here. Actually, I'm going to make this one chart so that you can see exactly what I'm seeing on the 1 hour chart, right? Because I'm trading on the 1 hour chart and I'm looking at the 5 minute for Confluence. So I'm going to also link this chart here, and I'm going to make this SPY, and I'm going to make it the 5 minute so that you can see exactly what I was seeing. So if I go into the market here, no notifications. So if we get into the market here, we see this box, right? Why did I draw this box? So we had this downtrend here on the shorter time frame, and if you zoom in to this shorter time frame, you can see that this channel is the uptrend. This was the last resistance of 412, and now we had this downtrend for 2 days, right? So I'm in the hour chart. I see this downtrend. I draw a trend line to show me where the downtrend is going to break. Coincidentally, it breaks at the bottom of the channel. So now I know there's some buyers there, right? Then we draw the box. The box is the range that goes sideways until a new move is confirmed, either up or down. So what can happen here? Two things. We can break below the box, which is the previous low, which was right here. We literally came down here for maybe one wick or two, right? So then we have also the opening range breakout. Now I'm going to eliminate this box so that you can see the opening range breakout that I'm talking about. So the opening range breakout is these 3 candles here, the first 15 minutes of the stock market opening, right? So that lets you know where the stock market opens and ultimately chooses a direction, right? So if we look at this opening range breakout, we're going to go here into the box, and we're going to draw out these first 15 minutes of price action. So the first 15 minutes of price action, you see that we wicked below, and this one you might have gotten caught right here, but then you have a stop loss back inside the box. So what you do is you wait for the first 15 minutes of price action so that you know where the direction is most likely to head, right? So we have the 50 period moving average here in red. I'm going to also put in the VWAP because I like to use VWAP. I normally don't even go by this 50 period moving average on the 5 minute chart, but let's just leave it there, right? And I'm going to add VWAP. So we're going to edit studies, and I'm going to go here, add VWAP, apply, right? So we have VWAP. I actually don't like these standard deviations, so I'm going to remove that. I'm going to apply. So now we just have the singular VWAP line, right? So in the opening range breakout, we have the first 3 candles. The last candle showed me that there was buying, right, at the bottom of this opening range. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at this price action and I'm saying, wow, this is a bullish reversal right here. If I see bullish momentum because of this bullish reversal, I'm going to get in a trade. So what I did was, because we're inside of this range, I didn't put a lot of money into it. And I took this trade from here to here, right? I profited from the top of this to the top of this here. When it made this candle and reversed, came back inside the box, I sold my position, right? So now I'm looking for this VWAP to hold. And once I saw we came above VWAP and we broke above the box, I got involved again. And now you can take advantage of all of this if you know how to place your risk to reward ratio and you know how to exit your position. So this is what we're looking for when the market opens. You have a bias on where is the order flow going. In this case, it's bullish. We had 2 days of selling and I was looking for a bounce. If you go in the daily chart, I was looking off of a bounce for this 9 EMA, right? Because these act as support. So we had 2 days of selling, right? And this area of resistance that has previously shown us that it gets sold off here at 412, right? 412 gets sold off. 412 breaks above, can't hold, 2023 downtrend line, then we sell off, right? 412 again, sell off all the way till down here. We reach 412 again, sell off down here. Now we broke above a little bit. This area of resistance sold off again. Now we're seeing the next test of this area. So what I'm looking for is for tomorrow to be another bullish day, right? We're probably going to kiss this 412 area again. And if we kiss there, right? I'm only day trading right now. If we break above on the third day or even tomorrow and we close above this area, I'll be looking for a new swing to the upside, right? So now if we go back to the hour chart, we can see how we can manipulate exactly how to get in and out of these trades. So you have this downtrend here, you have the box, right? So we came here, we broke here, we have the low and the first rejection here. And that creates the box. Actually, let me a little higher here. That's the box right there. So we broke out of the box today. Tomorrow, I want to see a continuation of these bullish price action until we get to the top of this channel again. So tomorrow, I want to see this box hold. We probably trend sideways overnight, right? Retest the bottom here and then a move way up to the upside, right? If we reject, it would probably be in this 412 area. So if I take a trade down here and it rejects here, I'll probably take half of the position off and then wait for confirmation if it's going to break above, right? And if it breaks above, I'll probably just hold the rest until the top of this channel. And if we get confirmation that it breaks below, then I'm going to exit my position for a profit, right? Now, what we're not looking for is a break of this structure here, of this uptrend, right? If you look at this hour chart, you can see very strong uptrend. This was the last box of this down move. Now we're seeing another range here, breakout, come down, and then it's holding this uptrend. So that was confluence for me today. The VWAP, above VWAP, breaking out of this opening range. And that's a great way to start looking at the market so that you have a plan for both sides of the market. Now, if we would have had confirmation that it broke down out of this box, then that's a major sell-off. Why? Because we came down, we went sideways, and then the new down move was confirmed because on the daily it didn't hold the 9 EMA. On the hour it didn't hold this channel. And we're breaking out of this box on the hour, including this opening range. So those are 4 or 5 confluences that you have already towards your bias, right? So this is why you need to be prepared for both sides of the market. You need to know how to manage it. You need to know your entry strategies, your take profit strategies, your risk to reward strategies. These are all the things you need to implement in your trading and the thought process, and you write things down as you're going, so that way you know exactly how to handle yourself. Okay. Um, let's look at some bullish ideas here. I'm looking at PG. PG's been pretty bullish, and I want to see if we have next area of resistance in PG. This is so right now PG is at a breakout level, right? So if we look at this breakout level right here of 153, the next resistance would be up here at 160. So once we break here, you could expect this to go sideways and chop like this a little bit before it actually breaks out. So you want a candle to close and then the next one for continuation, right? Now you can get in early by knowing your entries and exits. This is why it's so important. This is what I teach people how to do. So when you get into here and it breaks out, you need to know your entry, your stop loss, and your take profits. So is it a good risk to reward? Is it in the right direction? Have we had buying for the last few months, for the last few weeks? You have to look at every time frame. You have to look at different confluences that let you know, yes, this trade is worth me putting my hard-earned money towards, right? So PG is pretty bullish. We're at a breakout. Another stock that I'm looking at is EA. So EA had these two bullish moves. We're looking for a little bit of a pullback so that we can get involved until this next resistance here of 129. If and only when the risk to reward makes sense. Okay. Another stock that we're looking at is Apple, right? So Apple's been pretty bullish. This is the first jump off of the 9 EMA. So tomorrow, if it breaks above this 165 area, I'll be looking to take some Apple calls there and holding it until we can hit this next resistance here of 174, 175, right? Then we have Walmart. Walmart's next to this breakout here. So it has some bullish action going on here, a little bit sideways, bouncing off of the 9 EMA. We're looking for Walmart to continue up, break this 153 area, and then finally hitting this 157 target, right? One of the other stocks that I want you to look at that are bullish is Roblox. So Roblox has had this uptrend here. We have a little bit of resistance up here, so I don't know if the risk to reward would make sense if I find my entry. But if it does, then we have the next resistance up here at 52. And then after that, it has a lot of room to go up. So maybe I'll just wait until it gets to this 52 area, and then I'll look for an entry above there. Okay? So this is the ideas that you have to start looking at that are going in the same direction as the market, right? It's important for you to recognize what's going in the same way as the market and how you can take advantage of these plays so that you do not get caught in that chop. So remember, the area of resistance that we're looking at in the SPY is 412. If we look at the futures, that level is going to be 41.72, right? So same thing, 412, just add another number to that. And we're basically looking for the same thing. All right. So I hope you guys find structure to your trading. Structure to your trading. Know your entries, know your exits, know the way that the market is going. Find a few stocks in that direction. Have them on your watch list. Make sure you pay attention. Look for your entries. Look for the opening ranges. There's a lot of things that it comes when you. There's a lot of things that you need to know when it comes to becoming a trader. So it's important that you have a formula for it, and that you create habits that set you up to win. You understand? Because this is a very hard game. I understand. It's difficult to overcome the emotions, but the best thing to overcome emotions is having practice, having a plan, and having practice executing. Because without execution, you have nothing. All right, so stay safe, trade safe, and if you have any comments, any tickers you want me to look at, you can put them in the comments. Also, if you want to learn more, I have the course out. It's up to you if you want to take it. If you feel like you know everything that you want to know and you want to keep watching the videos, you're more than welcome to. But thanks for watching, and until next time, trade safe.